there is this new show that came out of nowhere and hit us with one of the best representation of step siblings dynamic and family relationships. And its name is Wylde. It's a show that really nails the step sibling dynamics as far as I can tell. Don't have any step siblings, so take it with a pinch of salt. The show mainly follows the two protagonists, the half siblings Lily Peck and Jack Wylde. We see their life and how they are getting along, how they are learning about each other, all of that. On one hand, Jack is an adventurous boy who just moved into with his dad and stepmom for the summer, since his mom has worries that he spends way too much time with her traveling around the world and not making any friends his own age and setting roots, which she thinks it's something really important for him, and it's something she already did in her youth. So she doesn't want Jack to grow up without that experience. So our two MCs couldn't be more different. Lily likes video games and staying inside the house, while Jack loves outdoors and documentaries. He's always trying to make one himself. He wants to be like his mom, so he's trying to find something interesting to make a documentary about. And a lot of his adventures have him carrying around his camera and trying to find something either deeper in the story or really something more interesting. And while they clash a lot, both also teach each other a lot of things, especially things the other one like. For example, Jack has a lot of experience from traveling all around the world, so he is really skillful in a lot of languages and has a bunch of unique talents that come out of nowhere. It's a really fun mechanic because you can basically make him be able to do whatever you want. Just say, oh, he learned this when he was in this country, he learned this when he was in that country. So he's like an open mystery. He can be whatever you want him to be. So that's really cool. And I think they're doing a good job using him for that. Like, for example, in one episode, we find out that he likes spicy food. And that's because he has experience while traveling in Mexico. But Lily, on the other hand, is more of an indoor person. She's not introverted, but she does like her video games. She likes hanging out with her friends. Basically, she's more a normal kid. She doesn't have the experience Jack has thanks to his travels. That doesn't mean she doesn't bring her own set of skills. She's actually pretty good with people, and she challenges Jack to try new things that are outside of what he's used to. He has basically no experience with the internet, with gaming, with what's cool today. He's like a kid from the, 80s. He's a bit more old-fashioned, while she's like the new generation of kids. So it's nice to see this dynamic and this opposition. Like, for example, thanks to Jack spending some time in Korea, he knows some Korean, so he can talk with Lily's grandma, Halmoni. I hope I pronounced that right. And this kind of gets on Lily's nerves. It's understandable. I mean, here comes this kid out of nowhere, messing up her plans. She had plans for her room, and thanks to Jack coming in, she had to abandon those. So Jack becomes closer with Harmony, and this whole thing turns into Lily being jealous of him because he's able to do all the things that she kind of never had any luck with. I won't spoil too much, but I love the message that the grandma noticed how much Jack is struggling. See, he was just dropped here unbeknownst to him. I mean, he didn't know this would happen. His mother decided on a whim to just leave him with his dad, which, is a big change for a boy who was with his mom for the last couple of years. And the grandma is really trying to make Jack feel a bit more comfortable. And it's really nice. She also explains to Lily that Jack is struggling, even if it's shown that he is having fun and being outwardly cheerful and all that. We can see the small details like him calling his mom to tell her what's happening and she being busy. Jack is having to adjust to this new lifestyle. And the grandma is doing her best to make him feel more comfortable, more included, even if he's not her biological grandkid. She treats him as one, and that's really nice. That's like the part that I like the most. I like that they treat each other as family. Even at the end of this episode, Lily and Jack come together and, make grandma really proud. Another example of this is Lily's mom. I'm gonna try to pronounce her name, but let's be honest, it's probably gonna be really bad. I'm sorry in advance. So, I think it's Min Ju Pak. She's Jack's stepmom and Lily's mom. She's really nice. Even if she didn't expect Jack to come spend the summer with them, it was kind of a surprise. And honestly, she's really nice. She really tries to connect with Jack, and we see that. We see that in the episodes. We see her trying to be a good mom to both Lily and Jack. And honestly, she's doing a great job. If I'm being fair, I think she's doing a better job at it than the dad. I mean, William does a fine job as a father. He's there. It's okay, but Min is like way better. She worries about Jack, she worries about Lily. She treats him as if he was her kid. And honestly, I don't think you can want anything more from a stepmom. It comes to a point where Jack calls her mom a couple of times accidentally. It's pretty awkward when he does that, but that was the episode where they really established their relationship. I really like that episode, and I think you would like it too if you were to watch it. What I'm trying to say with this video is that it's a really nice show, and honestly, I just want more people to go see it. I don't want to talk about all the episodes that are in it. There are plenty of episodes. The dynamic between Jack and Lily is really fun. Somehow, through episode, I think 9 or 10, Jack and Lily have like a really fun dynamic. I like seeing their relationship progressing bit by bit. It doesn't happen automatically, and they are not like instant best friends, best siblings ever. It takes time. They do have clashing personalities, they have different interests, but they still love each other, and you can see that through their stories, their relationship. Honestly, it's a really comfy show that sometimes goes into deeper themes. Not super deep, but deep enough. Deeper than what you would expect from a kids show. Well, I'm saying that like it's a bad thing, it's a kids show. It's not, it's really nice. I like these type of shows. No need to put them down. All in all, I think it might be my favorite representation of like a step-sibling relationship I have ever seen. They are both characters with their own personalities, likes and dislikes that we clearly see. Sometimes they clash, sometimes they work together. At the end of the episode, they might not always come to like super agreement, like, oh, everything is great now. It's not. One of the episodes that I really like is called The Secret of the Lake Island. It's basically an episode which starts off, a bit of a spoiler. The episode starts with Lily and Jack really getting along. It seems like they really, figured things out. They have secret handshake and they're like getting along. Everything seems really nice, top of the top. So, Lily decides to show Jack her favorite place. And in the process of doing so, they kind of get stranded on it, which leads to some tensions, which of course they eventually resolve. As I said, I don't want to spoil it. Go watch it. But it ends surprisingly. They are still friends, of course, but they are not as in sync. They're friends, but they are still a little bit out of sync after the episode, which was pretty surprising for me, since usually the trend or at least, the trope is at the end of episodes such as this, things come back to status quo. If they started as best friends, then they had some kind of disagreement. At the end of the episode, they come back together as best friends again. And it didn't really happen here. I mean, yes, they are still friends. They became friends again, but they are not in sync as they were at the beginning of the episode. And I think that's really fun. It shows kids that it's not super easy to just get over some disagreements. Like, it doesn't just end at the end of the day. You still need to work through it. And I think that's a really valuable lesson to learn. All in all, I mostly wanted to talk about this show to give a bit more awareness to it. I want people to know about it. It's a really great show, and people should go and watch it so it doesn't get cancelled. I mean, way too many shows get cancelled these days, and I just want to do my part, even if it is just a little bit. Even if 2 more people go watch it, I'm gonna be happy with like 1 person. If we can make it 5 people, that's like the dream. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.